What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to LFG. Today we're going to be doing another deck tech overview video, and this one's going to be on Icaria Blue. We're going to be rocking the one from the ETS on April 14th, so this is the one that won. Let's go in there and grab that. So this one's by Trumpets. I will be going in the game shortly. I just wanted to go over it in Eternal Warcry briefly. It has a lot of similarities to the old school Icaria Blue decks, but of course they've updated it with cards such as Hailstorm. The deck is... where is it? Looking for the Shiftstone. Okay, there we go. It is 37,800 Shiftstone to create, and let's go over it inside the actual game. Okay. I'll still put the link to this in the description, but I just wanted to go over it in Eternal Warcry so you guys can see where to locate the ETS decks and stuff like that. So the deck's running 4 Seek Power, 4 Torch, 2 Caleb's Choice, and this can be a lot stronger than you think in certain matchups. Of course, any time-based matchup with Obelisk in there, this is really strong there, but sometimes negating something as simple as Wisdom can be really good. Harsh Rule, of course, same thing. 4 Strategize, 4 Vanquish, 2 Island's Choice, 3 Hailstorm, and this is one of the biggest and best improvements. Lightning Storm was great because it came out earlier, but there's a lot of 2-drops and stuff in the decks you want to kill on turn 2 or 3 that survived Lightning Storm, and Hailstorm is just enough damage to kill them. A single Polymorph. There are some cards that you're going to want to Polymorph before you kill, so it makes sense. 1 Valkyrie Enforcer. Again, this is that list, so I'm just going to go with their list. 4 Wisdom of Elders, 3 Auric Runehammers, 4 Rise to the Challenge, 4 Harsh Rules, 3 Throne Wardens. So the only units in this deck, they all have Aegis except for the single Enforcer, which is a... I like this strategy. I have a Icaria Blue build myself that goes through a similar theme, except I am also running the Dragon, 1 Sword of the Sky King, and then for our power base, we're running 26 power, 2 Fire, 3 Justice, then 1 Emerald Waystone, 2 Primal, 4 Cobalt Waystone. This is, most times I feel this is the strongest Waystone. The second strongest, I guess, would be Shadow, but this one's just really, really strong. 1 Arcana Banner, and we have 4 Seed of Glory and 4 Seed of Order, 4 Crest of Fury, and then 1 Seed of Fury. So as usual, we're going to be doing 5 games. I did say I'm going to start running these in casual, but I'm just going to do this one in ranked. Seems fine. So let's jump in. You guys know the deal. I'm going to be doing 5 games and then wrap it up there. Subscribe below if you haven't subscribed, and comment and like. I'm going to keep this hand because we have Wisdom and we already have double Primal. We also have a Scout land in hand. I had to double check that I said Scout and not Scry. Let's go. Gonna keep Torch. If I'm facing an aggressive deck, I want to be able to take care of it. And on turn 2, I have that option. As turn 3, I want a Wisdom. Okay. The reason I went with Primal there, it's small. It's not gonna matter most times, but sometimes you draw a power. Okay. This is a good example, except this one also has blue in there, also has Primal in there, so it doesn't matter in that sense. But say that was another seat that did not have Primal, for example, and I just played it because it made sense to come into play undepleted. I wouldn't have been able to cast my Wisdom. So that's the thought process there. Okay, so we're gonna seek get our Justice Sigil, pass it back, and we do have the option to Wisdom unless he takes it out of our hand, of course. I was just going to say we also have the option to Torch, and I'm fine with Torch in here over Wisdom. I could have taken the 5 and then Hailstorm on my turn. It doesn't feel like a good use of my mana. So this turn, I'm gonna Wisdom on my main phase. What I was looking for there was Primal or Justice, but I didn't find it. Judging by what I'm going against, I'm gonna keep this on top. And the reason I was looking for the Justice there as opposed to using Rise to the Challenge is whatever I used Rise to the Challenge on, I wouldn't be able to cast because all the targets in this deck have at least double Justice. So I would not be able to cast them anyways. This is a good spot for Hailstorm, so I won't end of turn kill anything. Nightfall, that's good. That will go ahead and Torch. Now the way this deck functions a lot of times is it's a battle of attrition. You're trying to stay alive with as much life as possible while draining the enemy's resources. So that's what we're going for here. I can go Throne Warden and hold up Torch. That's what I'm going to do. You could make an argument for strategizing there, but I want a blocker on board, and Torch has been shown to be effective against most of their deck. So if they Haunt and Scream, for example, here, I can Torch. Okay, let's start with this. We found an Icaria and we found the power. I'm gonna get rid of Vanquish, keep Polymorph. Swing for 4. Now I have a couple options here. I could Rise, but I'd rather hold up Torch and Caleb's Choice. So that's what I'm gonna do. Damage here. Yep. Play Madness. The dream would be if he tried to play Madness. He did not. We'll Torch. I think that's our 3rd Torch. 1, 2, yeah, 3. We can't do anything about that. But that's fine. They're down to 3 cards in hand. Now we're going to start swinging with Icaria. Even if they have Torch Madness here, it is what it is. In fact, if they do have it, I salute them for being as patient as they have been. I'm just gonna block. The truth is, if I take 5 and he just has another Combust, then I lose all around. So I'm not even going to go that route. Play that first so I can play this undepleted, which means I can hold up Caleb's Choice. So if he has another Dark Return, I will negate it. Because these kind of builds usually have Madness, Combust, all those kind of cards. What I was going to say is they have those kind of cards, which usually means their hand is full of them because we only run a certain amount of units, and the units we run also have Aegis. Let's get the score up. Alright. think this is a keep. We're on the play. We have Hailstorm in hand early. Only problem here is I don't have any fire sigils. To be on the safe side, I'm gonna grab Primal. Because on ladder right now it's a lot of aggressive decks, and this looks like Feln, but it could also be one of those Scream decks. So now we'll grab Fire, hit all our colors. If it is Feln, Hailstorm's practically dead. Best draw for me right now, I would say, would have been Wisdom or I want Strategize. Strategize would be really good because now it's really looking like Feln. I would just bottom Hailstorm. Okay, Wisdom. I'm a big proponent of doing this main phase. However, since my opponent did not tap out or deplete all their power, I'm gonna wait. Okay. I think this is that control deck. I don't know if Icaria Blue's a good matchup. Deck's really strong against creature-based decks. Let's go like this, and the reason being, I want to make sure I get Aegis when I play that. This deck usually runs Setback. That card's annoying. Okay. I'm not gonna pop their Aegis right now. Doesn't really make that much sense for us. We will do this. I'll gladly trade this with their weapon if I get the opportunity. Of course, they usually have a lot of removal in here. So you could see something like that into In Cold Blood, which would be rough for us. Not the end of the world, but rough. Okay, we're happy with that. They could also be holding up In Cold Blood for Icaria, so that is a thing. Gonna bottom that. It also means we're holding 2 dead cards in our hand right now. So they could go Gift here, which kinda sucks. But we'd have 1 turn reprieve because of Aegis. Yeah, I don't think this is a good matchup for us at all. We need a pretty good start. So we get 1 attack out of Icaria, which is enough to get rid of their weapon, even if they kill Icaria. If they kill Icaria by going pop Aegis In Cold Blood, it does take away our best way of winning, but we still have weapons that we can win with as well, along with Throne Warden. It's just not the ideal way. Yeah, this is going to be In Cold Blood, would be my guess. Fortunately, I don't have a way of stopping it because... Okay, that's good. That we can live with. That we can live with. Gonna play this out just to get something on the board. Our hand's becoming more and more full of dead cards. You got it. That is a really good draw. That is the best thing we could have drawn. I don't think they have an answer for this card. Sure. Yeah, I don't think they have an answer for this card in that deck, especially with 2 cards in hand. And this kills them next turn. Yep. That's the best thing that could have gotten +5/+5 in this matchup. Sure. I could have torched in response, but they don't have a way to deal with this. Not in those colors. GG. Very good draw for us. Okay, 2-0. 3 more games to go. I'm gonna say the deck's fun, but I'm pretty biased when it comes to Icaria Blue. It's one of the first decks I really started playing early last year. So I'm pretty biased when it comes to that one. Like I said, this build is pretty close to the old builds. It's just Strategize and Hailstorm. Shout out to Ushambudo. We'll keep this. We don't have a choice, but we have Strategize on turn 2. Let's see. Don't know what I'm up against. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to bottom this. I'm slow rolling myself this month. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do this. We can always go Runehammer next turn. I'll keep this. Aegis is always good. I haven't been playing much League actually. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go Runehammer. Not sure exactly what I'm facing. I'm gonna lose this anyways. Just get rid of that. We'll scout. Bottom, I don't need any more power. So it looks like we're facing, they're just going for Aegis. At least that's what it seems like. We'll see. Well, she's good. And she's protected. That's unfortunate. This is probably going to kill us. Yeah, this is probably going to kill us. This is really good. I'm going to do this in case we draw board wipe. But it's not looking great for us right now. This is a pretty jumbled start. To be fair, we used the Runehammer before we needed to. So let's attempt. Okay, good. That buys us some time. We're at 7 power. We can... They have 2 cards in hand. We can grab Icaria. Or we can grab... We can also grab Daisho. Daisho can kill these 2. I think Icaria is the right bet here, as the 2/2 doesn't do much to us right now. This doesn't do much to us right now with Deadly, so we don't need to block it yet at 17. I'll reply to him in a bit when I can focus on that. Okay. Didn't want to see that. I am, however, willing to trade Icaria for a 6/5. So let's go like that. Attack for 7, and hopefully this hits a weapon. And pass it back. Hopefully we get the opportunity to block. Okay, we do. Easy block, considering if we block anywhere else, we pretty much die. However, if we can't draw what Icaria hit... Let's see. We can either draw 2 cards and hope to hit what she hit and be able to cast it. Or we can we can rise for something like Runehammer. Or hope Daisho is a thing that got hit. Let's do that. Seems safer. So if we grab Daisho, we can kill this and this. We'll drop to 4 and then 3 there. Or we could grab Throne Warden, go up to a virtual 9, still be able to block. They have no cards in hand, so I'll go with Throne Warden. Aegis on ourselves and do this, and we can draw 2 cards next turn. So if they ace base, we're going to block the Alchemist first and take 3. Because right now, as long as they only have 1 card in hand, they don't have a way to kill this. Okay, so we block here, even though that's going to come back at some point. Alright, so I'm going to scout first. If this was strategized, I wouldn't have scouted first. Believe it or not, I'm going to keep that on top in case he puts a weapon on this. But yeah, I wouldn't have scouted first. I would have kept it in my hand so I could put it to the bottom. Dice shows good here. Dice shows real good here. So let's kill that. Kill that. And we're going to swing for 11 since they have, in these colors, only a few cards that have charge. What do you have for me? Okay, that gets rid of Die Show. I'm gonna swing because if he draws another Scream, I can't block it being on the ground anyways. Gonna pass it back. I'd rather him attack and get it with this than attack and trade. Come on, give me... Alright, let's swing for 11. Has to block. Throw this out and gain another 4 life. Armor, whatever. The reason is, if he gets a Scream and got this, it would have killed me on the spot. But now with the additional... GG. With the additional 4 armor, it would have protected me from that. Okay, so 3rd game down. See what my buddy was saying here, and we'll jump into the next game. Okay, this is bad. Let's redraw immediately. This is a much better hand. So since we're on the play, I'm gonna lead with this. I'll keep that. And the reason I didn't just go for Seek Power right away is I kind of want to see what I'm up against to see how I should structure my draws. So I already have 2 Justice and 2 Primal. So bam, yeah, that covers all my colors that I'll ever need. I need 2 for Wisdom. I need 3 of these for Icaria and 3 of these for Icaria. Okay, just leave that be until it's big enough, then I try to kill it with that. Chances are this is the stand together aggro deck. Can be a problem. They will religiously hold up 3 mana once they get to the point they want to be at, which renders cards like Harsh Rule dead quite often. Alright, so this turn we're going to use the opportunity to get rid of that. as this will get bigger for me to target with that at some point. That's smart. Diversifying is always a good idea. Reason I'm doing this is Inquisitor's Blade gets silenced this way, so that's why I went that route. I also don't mind this getting a little bit bigger, but this is... Okay, if they decide to just hold up power for the rest of the game, it's not a good matchup for us. Alright, so we have to put something out here. We still get blown out by Stand Together. Okay, so this is probably not coming in this turn. Never mind. It's definitely coming in. This one's a wrap. Yeah, even Harsh Rule wouldn't necessarily save us here. Let's go... Let's kill this. Take a chance they don't have Stand Together, but they have Stand Together. And... Yeah, they have Stand Together. Interesting. Still means we're dead, though, even if we kill this. GG. We did not get the start necessary to finish that one. Alright, so one game left. We are 3-1 right now. I don't know if I mentioned it already, but the Eternal videos have been slow because I haven't been playing as much recently. And as you saw from some of the messages Buddha was putting in here, it's just the same stuff on ladder over and over and over again. I don't want to keep this hand, but my power is pretty good. I'm gonna take a chance here. Sword and Icaria are completely dead. Yeah, this is not a better hand. It's not really a better hand at all. So we had all our colors in the other one and ways to search for more power. Where in this one we're very heavy on primal, and we have no primal sources of power in our hand at all. Yeah, we can't even strategize. Should have kept that hand and took a chance, I guess. Now, is this the aggro build or is this a mirror match? Gonna bottom that. I'll strategize, or attempt to strategize anyways. Okay. So I'm gonna bottom Hailstorm. If it's a mirror match, Harsh Rule can eventually be a better card. Your Honor is noted. I do think this is a mirror match. So right now we're looking to draw one more Primal Influence. Okay, we found the Primal Influence. We're going to draw 2 now. Alright. We're gonna lead with Throne Warden. It does die to their Runehammer, but then we can retaliate with our own Runehammer as a 4/5. So that's the strategy there. Whereas if we went Runehammer, they went Runehammer, killed ours, and then we Throne Warden, then they could also trade their Runehammer for a Throne Warden as well. And we don't want to get into that exchange. Now, unfortunately, they're on Icaria mana. If they're one away from being able to cast Icaria is how I should word it. They have their influence for Icaria already. And moment of truth. Okay, so they didn't have it, but they do now. I get the feeling they're holding up Island's Choice. I would have loved if they double torch there. We're still gonna try. It might get Island's Choice. That's just the way it is. Yep. So I could Island's Choice here so I can Harsh Rule on my turn. I think that's the route I have to go. Because I could wait Hailstorm on my turn and then try to get him with Island's Choice on his next turn. The problem with that strategy is Icaria would have attacked twice at that point, which not great for us. Our hand right now is pretty bad. Okay. You know what you're thinking? Like I said, I'm a big proponent of doing this on my main phase in certain matchups. This seems a lot like the mirror match, which means they probably run Caleb's Choice. I'd rather them do that on their turn than my turn. Oh wow, that is not what I wanted to see at all. So it's a race whether he gets... Okay, that's game. I can't beat that. I'd need Harsh Rule and for him not to have Caleb's Choice or Island's Choice in hand. Oh! We're gonna go for it though. If he has Caleb's Choice, he just needed to wait for the kill spell. Wow. Shocked we got that. The problem is something else just got pumped by Icaria. Okay. Now we're talking. We have a little bit of life left. Worst case scenario is Daisho got pumped and he has 2 removal spells for Icaria. Please not a giant Daisho. Okay, and we're gonna shoot our shot. So all the things that got pumped by Icaria on his side are gone. We just need to draw what got pumped by our Icaria, which is our own Icaria. Nice. We're still in there. In fact, I would say we have the advantage right now. Because this is bigger than that. They have 2 cards in hand. They both need to be able to target Icaria. Well, let's just do this. I'm willing to trade. And now hope that he doesn't have Island's Choice. Grab Daisho. And swing for the win. I thought that one was over. Definitely thought that one was over, but we got back in there and finished 4-1. So as I said, I'm biased when it comes to Icaria Blue, but I like this style of deck. I like being in control, but then winning with units. So this was pretty fun. I will put the link to his deck in the description. His or her, I don't know if Trumpets is a guy or not. And you guys can decide for yourself, but that's the video. And thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the deck down below.